ARESxGOD here, and it's time to talk about Jujutsu Kaisen episode 11. And with this episode, honestly, was painful, amazing, funny, a whole roller coaster of emotions, especially with Yoshino Junpei's descent into madness and what happened to his mom, which she was awesome, she didn't deserve that, and some more power information. So let's get into it and see what happened. Now, after last week's episode, we still had Nanami versus Mahito, and we finally see the conclusion with Nanami. Basically, he was limiting his energy with the pact he made, the time pact, with him wanting to leave work on time. And we also see how exactly his power works, a bit more explained. We see that he can create weaknesses along this line, and it's not limited to humans or curses. He can also create weaknesses on objects. Very interesting power, and he's able to take it to the next level with his pact, with limiting his energy, making that self-pact. Also with the way the powers work in Jujutsu, with revealing the mechanic behind your power to your enemy, that also amplifies your power. And the way his power works with creating weaknesses, I feel like he just boost to the next level. Very curious if he actually has a domain expansion, how would it actually work, and also with the mechanic of every hit lands with the one we find out in episode 7, when somebody's inside the domain expansion, you can't dodge or anything. Every hit inside there is a guaranteed hit. I would be curious how powerful Nanami would be in that case. Now we see that with him having this power, Mahito is even more dangerous because of how his power works. Even Nanami has either two ways to deal with him. Either he wears him down with his energy to recover, or he just completely obliterates him with no chance to recover. He goes for the obliterate or pulverize solution, and his technique also looking very cool. Ratio technique, collapse, amazing destructive power. He also cuts Mahito's leg, but I like how cool he is. Says he's gonna withdraw, and if he survives, he would like to meet again, and proceeds to collapse some rocks on Mahito, just pulverizing him completely, honestly. Now, before I get into what exactly happened with Yoshino, we see a cool interaction with Mahito after he survived. I felt like he was in Orochimaru snake form over there. Basically, he seems to be invincible as long as he can maintain the form of his shape, his soul shape. He's able to recover from anything. How is that not broken, honestly? He seems to be the most broken character on the curse side, comparing him to Gojo. Two sides of the same coin, and I liked the interaction between him and Geto. They seem to be on friendly terms, even joking around when Mahito asked for some clothes. Geto was just like, nah, I don't think I will. And they just moved past it. Now, they also have some stuff planned, but I'll get to that. Now, after this, we also see Nanami. He survived. He's also very worried that Mahito is still a growing spirit, like a kid, still experimenting with everything, with his powers, enjoying it also. That's also very dangerous because he likes what he's doing. And Mahito seems to have a very, very huge potential to grow, honestly. He's also very young, doesn't have a lot of experience. He's also very reckless, likes to enjoy stuff. I'm curious how powerful is Mahito gonna become. Is he gonna be able to pose a threat for Gojo? I don't know, but he seems to be very dangerous. Is he the main villain? Probably, from what we've seen so far. And Geto also seems very suspicious, and his connection to the school. I'm curious what made him betray everybody. Now, a lot of questions based on this, but let's focus on Yoshino and his descent into madness. Now, we see Yuji and Yoshino talking as per the way last episode ended, and Yuji is still confused as to how exactly to handle this entire situation that he got himself into, having to deal with Yoshino. Now we also see a flashback with Yoshino that Mahito told him if he sees somebody with that emblem from Jujutsu Sorcerer to be friendly with them. I feel they manipulated Yoshino entirely, Mahito and Geto, exactly for this moment. Now Yoshino also lies as to what exactly happened at the cinema, saying he didn't see anything, he doesn't know anything, lying to Yuji, but I was a bit surprised they hit it off. They started bonding over movies, talking about them, especially a bad movie, something Worms, if I remember the name correctly, and they slowly become friends a bit, especially after. Damn, she's hot, the best MILF in the show we've seen so far, Yoshino's mom, Nagi. And she's amazing, honestly. She even invites Yuji to dinner and Yuji accepts because he's very hungry. Yoshino also doesn't want her to smoke. She agrees, saying, I'm not gonna smoke anymore in front of you. We find out later on why exactly he has a problem with smoking. And I gotta say, I'm in love with Yoshino's mom. She's just too cool. Ijichi also had to deal with letting Yuji deal with everything, worried that Nanami is gonna chastise him, that he left Yuji to deal with Yoshino. Now, back with the dinner. Everybody was enjoying, especially Yoshino's mom. Yuji was telling story from what he did back in school, drinking, enjoying themselves. She also even falls asleep, feeling very comfortable around Yuji. Also see a flashback with her. Gotta say, she was awesome even as a parent, trusting Yoshino. Probably she didn't see what he was going through. Even he didn't tell her what he was going through. But she seemed like an awesome mom. And keep in mind, I'm referring to her as past tense. I'll get to that. But when Yoshino didn't feel like going to school in the flashback, she said, hey, school is not everything, just focus on yourself also, and said you can stay home. I felt like that was a very cool moment between him and his mother. Now, when she fell asleep, we have Yuji and Yoshino talking a bit, especially about the value of life. Yoshino asks him, are you in the future, if a situation is gonna happen, what are you gonna do if you have to kill somebody, if you're forced? Even in that moment, I wouldn't want to kill them. And I don't know how much Yuji is gonna be able to keep to his principles, seeing how dark the show is becoming and what he's having to face with Mahito, with Sukuna. I haven't seen Sukuna in a while, with the pact he made with everybody else, with the schools, with all of the curses. I don't know how long he's gonna be able to keep his principle. Now, on the other hand, we have Yoshino. He kind of embraced that hate, saying it saved him in a way, also being able to hate everybody that wronged him. And in this episode, he just let go of everything and kind of became insane, honestly, after what happened with his mom. And I'm still sad. Jujutsu, why did you have to do me like this? The pain, presenting us, introducing an awesome character, one of the best mothers we've seen so far, especially in this season. Got reminder of Subaru's parents from ReZero. After she woke up, she finds a finger, one of Sukuna's finger, and curses are drawn to it, and she gets killed, losing half of her body. We even see that Yoshino probably found her and tried to heal her or keep her alive, some ice packs. But why? Why did you have to do this, Jujutsu Kaisen? Why? She was an awesome character, an awesome mom, and this pushed Yoshino over the line. Now, granted, we also see that Mahito and Geto also manipulate them, because Geto even saw Yuji and Yoshino talking, and I feel like that's how they decided to manipulate him even more. And Mahito told him that the reason why the finger was there, explaining that the finger draws curses in, probably somebody who was after money, wanted to use his family as a way to get more money with curses, and that's why they left the finger there. And this pushes Yoshino even further and goes back to school, and that's where the disaster starts. We even have Mahito and Geto placing a barrier over the school. The students are starting to pass out, and the reason why they're doing this and even manipulating Yoshino is because they want to force a confrontation between Yoshino and Yuji to make a pact between Sukuna and Yuji, with Sukuna coming out on top to dominate Yuji, to bring them to their side. Their end goal is trying to get Sukuna to join their cause. Now, they probably don't know that Sukuna already has a pact with Yuji, and the conditions of that pact, with Yuji forgetting that he made the pact as to what exactly happened, and Sukuna having those 2 minutes of free time. And we still haven't seen what exactly is gonna happen with his free time. Sukuna has been missing for quite a while. I'm curious if he did something, or is he still planning to do something. Now, I don't know if they're even gonna be able to convince Sukuna to join them. I feel like it might be the other way around, and he's just gonna throw them aside. But I'm curious what's gonna happen when Sukuna makes an appearance again. Now, I also see that Yoshino comes to school trying to get revenge on one of the bullies that have tormented him, Shota, who seems piece of shit, honestly, even making somebody else write his papers and then complaining that he got an award, because why not? He seems to be this rich asshole. Now, Yoshino also, we see him having some cigarette scars, and probably they burned him in school, and that's why he doesn't like smoking, especially his mother smoking. It triggers him. Now, I'm also curious, why didn't he tell anybody what was happening, especially his mother? The teacher, I get it. I want to punch that teacher so much. How can you be such a scum when it's your job to protect students, and you're acting the way you're acting, and even turning a blind eye to what has been going on in that school? That teacher doesn't deserve his job and probably should just go to prison for what he did as an accomplice to pushing a kid to this. If it was real life, Yoshino would probably kill himself, but it's Jujutsu Kaisen, and we see him going the other route, taking it out on somebody else. Now, Yoshino just proceeds to torment Shota, putting a curse onto him. We'll see a glimpse of his power, don't know exactly how it works. Even makes him apologize, thinking that Shota was the one that left the finger there, being manipulated by Mahito. He's not thinking straight. He lost all sense or value of life, just went on the deep end, honestly. Now, before he can kill Shota, we have Yuji coming in, barging in. What are you doing, Yoshino? And this is where I feel it's all according to plan. Mahito and Geto get what they want. At the beginning, at least, they still don't have the entire plan working for them. I'm very excited as to what is gonna happen next episode between Yuji and Yoshino. I don't know, like I said, how long is Yuji gonna be able to hold to his principle, especially after this episode, and when he's gonna find out that Yoshino's mom died. He also got very attached to her, or connected to her, and especially when he's gonna find out who was behind all of it. And even Nanami, he's still trying to protect his innocence, but I don't know how long this is gonna last, seeing how the series keeps getting darker and darker. Now, I leave off the question to you guys. What do you think about the episode, especially about where Yoshino's heading, or what happened to his mom? I'm still sad about that. Now, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, it really helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series I follow. Now, I'll see you again on the next one. Thank you again, keep enjoying Jujutsu Kaisen, and the pain is real. Bye bye.